Okay, country people, how are they? We hope so. Una dey fine. Yes, country people, we don't come again for our Pigeon Talk show. Today, when a Tuesday, we say we come again for come meet up una. As una know say, each time we dey for here because we know say una dey for day, and una dey for day. That's why we dey for here. But the ones a lot, una dey for that side for Cameroon, for places like for Douala, for Yaoundé, for Garoua, for Maroua, for Boya, for Limbe, for Tico, for Widi Kum, all the one that for Combo, for Bamenda town, for Medankwe, all sides with the throne, a big salute. Say how una day, may God continue for the guide and bless una. Yes, country people, before we want to start for talk the story for today, we would like to tell una one big pineapple for today where it come on for one of our brother way, in no day for year. Where they call it Tori Master, Mr. Ebai Thomas, where he tell we say, the pineapple na say, if say Pekin, Mami no fit cut a foot because say Pekin is shit on top. Mami he no fit cut a foot because say Pekin is shit on top. You no fit do am. So country people, na the pineapple that way it come out for Tori Master, Mr. Ebai. Yes, as I see today, now we two will there for panel because other members they get some small one or two affairs for carry away concern their personal life. Yes, so maybe next time we go, all we will be on panel again, country people. Yes, so country people, before we start our program for today, I would like to ask Tori Master where me and you dey for here. Make it just tell me shortly how a day it be worker for you.
Yeah, as a lot of country people about outside there, I hope say all man they fine. And I'll be very glad for say una they really support me for make our show go far. So I say thank you now. And my day work are fine. Actually, we don't start exam. Actually, we do exam last week, and then we'll sit one this week again. They mainly feed the scores and for the picking them for report booklet.
Okay.
But the only thing we do for now. But except that, thing they really work are fine, and I'll be very happy say this. So we're there for studio.
Everything for the exam is still kind of only still online, right?
Yeah, still online. Like we'll do the exam through Google Form,
Yeah.
and then after that they send them for we then Google level for check them for see how many picking each picking get them.
Okay.
And then now we're gonna for do it and go for fill and answer the report booklet them now. Then one day they know how write and you for reach out to them for 10 so exam they go on car right. You know say this time when this is a very unique period. This for around the world with this online learning, right?
Yeah.
And most people never understand how the whole thing the worker. So now it be very difficult for them. So that you can now go for help them for say this so tell them say so you never write exam, can't write all that kind of thing them. Even now before for school, if you cannot write and they don't have a problem. Yeah, but now online so at least we just for understand.
For Thailand, even when I still up online for Thailand, yeah. So one is said they don't even care for come online so for can't take part for the exam. So how you even do so? Those people they don't even can take part in the exam. So?
Well, according to what we hear for school, as of now, right, any person where take part, maybe somebody don't get access to internet or phones or that kind of thing, right? So we go only leave them. So when school will open next semester, that is next month, they will test them again back.
Okay, that's right. Yes, so now so country people, now so Tori Master it dey pass. Now we try for talk concerning how teaching for Thailand here, how it dey move. Yes, so then online teaching all month here. Exam all thing that for online Google, you go for Google, you do everything for them, you send result and everything. Yes, that's all my own day to pass very well. All thing that's also online, we then have so for exam period. Yes, so country people, our talk for today, it will be na this topic where till it cause some people, our brothers and our sisters, and make the prostitutes from one church to the other. They call it prostitution. Yes. I call it prostitution. You take today, you do for apostolic. Tomorrow you do for Presbyterian. The next day you do for do me I do you. The next day you do for Pastor Suleiman. The next day you do for Pastor Chris. Now wait till you define them. Now wait till you define them inside the house of God. Where God there for all those houses, and you define now which kind of God. So country people, now the thing that we want to try for Shidon today, we will try for put them down. We will try for grind them out. Make we know what did they make our brothers, especially our sisters them. They move from this church, go for this church, go be 1 year, go for this church, go be 2 years, go for this church, go be 1 month, go for this church, go be 2 weeks, go for 3 days safe. They don't change. So now the thing that way, we want to try for talking today, now the topic that, and country people will try for tell us, say, we want to try give our own small contribution. Yes, we want to try give our own contribution because your program today, we will make me be somehow, short, we will try to give those rooms on a two more, try to see how if Nafi chip in anything, no one chip in. Yes, but before then I will move for Tori Master, Mr. Kelly,
Yeah.
so what if it be your own thoughts? What if you try to think, make your own? You think, say, our brothers and sisters, they come out from one church to the other. That what we call us, say, we call it for for preaching, for inside Pidgin. That do I run say, that means say, na a shower for inside big Pidgin, a shower for inside house of God. They come today, they go for this one. Tomorrow they go for this church. Tomorrow they go for Duma. Tomorrow they go for Mr. This man. They go for this one. You feel try for enlightening country people, then what if it really be the cause why some of our brothers and sisters they do these things?
Well, to lay man, Mr. Charlie, you know, say now, so for Africa and for Cameroon in particular, we don't forget the reason why we dey worship God or why we dey go church. We don't only forget the meaning. Now, most of we dey go church because we want signs and wonders, we want miracle, we want all kind of things that may just happen like that. And by the time we hear say this church, now they do all signs and wonders. This church, the members then they may receive all the miracle from God. This man of God, now they command fire and thunder. Now they all don't go. Now we don't even think about personal salvation, or we don't even think about where the Bible talk. Yes. We want to say, so this person they do this one, they will not really follow it. And it don't really mislead a lot of us because we don't really forget what will be the initial reason why we go for church.
Yes, we go for church.
Yeah, exactly. Church. So you don't make another. We go to church for the wrong reasons. Then you see. So then make so by the time you don't come up, for example, you go na Presbyterian. You don't do all your life na Presbyterian. Your family na Presbyterian. Maybe your parents and all na Presbyterian. You don't come up for outside now. You want what is signs and wonders. You don't not say okay. Na Christ Embassy for Pastor Chris. Now then they make signs and wonder. Now they don't go.
Don't change.
You don't go there. You reach your Christ Embassy. For your mind, so when you reach Christ Embassy with Pastor Chris,
something must happen.
You don't already succeed.
You already succeed.
Yes. You forgot to not be that one, and your faith will make anything happen if you get for happen.
The highest thing you don't talk to the man. The highest thing that you have faith.
Yes.
Because if you hear all these signs and wonders, we did for that. What you call it, Christ Embassy for Pastor Chris. You go for there. You don't see for there. This man, this person, he don't pray for you. This thing happen. He pray for you. This thing happen. You carry a 2 foot. You run to. You go for there. If they faith know, then that they faith. If you know, then you know go ever get that thing way, but you don't see for that Pastor Chris in church, it no go ever happen for you.
Now they think that. So when you don't go there now, you go make 1, 2, 3 months, nothing will happen. You say, master, now my own life today so now I say this thing so when I enter Christ Embassy, so yes. I don't if now money I be one time, I don't get the money. If now picking that one time, picking the job come up for line. If now work I be fine now, I get the work. But it not happen as I think. I try Suleiman. Now, I think say go do better thing. Yes. You go Suleiman, the same thing. You say no man, that's Suleiman. This need work fine. Man go for an TV Joshua. They call the other one.
Yes, the late man, the late TV Joshua.
For day. If you know work, say you're gonna choosing. Now they work from one church to another, one church to another, one church to another. So I think I say this, so we don't really forget. In a high time we go for cancer thing, which will be the main reason why we're supposed to go to church with the man.
Yes, and truly, what we try for, we touch on important point for the talk on their faith. Now that's really faith. But some other people they try for talk, say, especially for ladies. Some people they try for talk, say they change from one church to the other. Go for this other church for Garoua, go for the one for Nigeria, go for the one for Gabon. Say if they go for that church, you know, see man way, he like them. Why would they like them? Like for marriage, so you know, show they jump for go for another church. They say you know most of them sometimes they go now for marriage. Even for men. For men until they go for that church, they hide the pass Radmo. They look most longer than when you know show for them, they expect a prophecy. Say this so pastor go talk say or father go talk say I don't sleep at things I get prophecy say una two so una get for get married. Una two so una get for get married because I don't see him for vision. So una two so una get for get married. When it not happen so you see the person the guy or the girl they don't be for that church for some 1 or 2 months. As I say some of these things if you make them to me the job say sometimes if you get marriage if you get some important some beautiful girl or some beautiful some beautiful girl or some handsome husband for some other church.
Yes, not true, right? But I'm not saying so now church will give you a husband or a wife. Not be church. You need a character will give you a husband or wife. If you be person you get good character, you get good personality, eventually you go find husband or wife. Now you going for that church, maybe before you go find husband and wife. Now if you miss say you get a good life, you get a good moral, you get salvation.
So you know say some people too don't should also people only when they did for church. So one band don't like so one girl. He just leave the next can't say he don't sleep, God don't tell you this so then two they get for get married.
Yes.
When they just come for that church, just say they want to accomplish some certain which is like for marriage. So say that God don't talk away, God never even tell them anything. They just come to say they want God don't talk say marry you.
Now so people don't use church and God name for do a lot of things.
Yes.
Yeah. So person don't use them for their own. Person don't they twins the whole thing about Bible, about church or about Christianity. They don't twist and fit their own narrative. Understand?
Yes.
So most of the time they just see any girl the one time they just bring they say God don't send me they do that one. Is they go take the girl marry them. But sometimes if this relationship they're not based on true and mutual love, within a couple of months or year, you go see it go fall apart,
crumble.
You channel. So because that it be big enough of fake pretense. They lie to each other. Maybe it's just a matter of lust. Maybe they get look physically attractive.
Yes.
Then the man just be lost
for
the team. Or the man may be too wealthy, he get plenty money, then the gays and situation are way for you to take and get money from the man. It be based on love and understanding.
Okay.
So that the thing that people go for understand, say you go for no say this, so for you to get a good partner for life, you need to build good characters. Now you go make person stay with you.
Because the people as una catch am for there, na so we shoot and make una make sure say una catch am very well. Na tori man na him put am for una. Na tori man Mr. Kelly na him throw am for una so. Yes, and make una no forget say our pineapple for today na say mami e no go cut e foot throw am because say pikin e shit on top. Yes, e comot na for countryman tori man wey e no dey on board today, wey no dey for panel today. Tori man Mr. Bai Thomas for that side for Chengyen wey na send am. Yes. Mami no go cut if it throw am because say pikin it don't motor for on top, it don't shit for day. Yes, and this other one again where the question I say, wait till they make our brothers and sisters they jump from one church, they make a shower, go for the church tomorrow, go for this one today, go for this one, make 1 hour one day come out, make 1 year come out, make 2-3 years come out. Wait till they make all the come out so for church. But we know so again one God, and we believe say God there for all these churches. Why did they go find God for all side where they know say God they only for their corner? So now the Torah will put our get and for talking today, country people. Yes, my brother don't Torah for here, but one other thing today where the tribe where I think say sometimes they used to make some people decide for jump from one church to the other. And they want now go for backseat. When big man for church, pastor don't tell you, or father don't tell you, don't do something where you not correct for church. Father or pastor don't tell you say now so this is your function now, you know the children go front seat, you go the children for backseat. We not go to see you, go sit down for back seat. You don't vex. You don't run down. Now something that me I try for think and say that so one thing to that way they make some people they come out for church. Where you not correct. The guy will sanction you if you do something where you not correct for church. When father don't tell you say go sit down for back seat. Go find your place for back seat, you sit down you quiet for day. After the 2 or 3 months the sentence will be due for day, you don't finish. That time you fit come the fee, they bring you back for front seat, you start carrying on your functions. Because I don't say I plenty churches the way you make some problem, they just carry you, they say they sanction you, say me go to back seat, plenty people they vex. To the master, I don't know what I experience this kind of thing for this kind of for some churches where they send people where don't make some two not correct for church, they send you for back seat.
Well, I come on now for Catholic background, right? My parents are Catholic, so I never really experienced because I feel so this kind of thing happen only for these
Pentecostal churches.
So I don't really get idea. But my question I say if you should not for front seat or you should not for back seat, what will be the difference? I don't get it.
Yes, I put that clear for you because me I did for Pentecostal church. You see, you did for example you did like somebody way it be for front church, maybe now you used to read, they used to administrate some kind of the pastor. If you tell him now you go surely read so and so thing for Bible, time for they want to do some kind of thing, now you always do them. And you need to have a back seat. You just be for front seat so that each time we that time they should just go there, you assume your function. So maybe they fix now time for prayer, now you go lead prayer for this one. So this is you will maybe in that time for time you want time for offer now you hook up, you start arranging for people that with that basket, you start for offer basket, usher, all those things, and you know as so when you don't go do something, now maybe you don't do something for church where you're not correct. So pastor, the committee, because they always get a committee, the fish you don't now say this two you do and so you're not correct. This two you do and so for church, you're not correct, and you don't need to give or sanction you, and now when they sanction you, they tell you not going to straight go from go sit down like normal church, like normal flow members. And you don't even go sit down right for back seat. You go sit down for them, so everything that you need to take part, you know, for the they give you 3 months. So most often this particular issue, so it makes some members and that way they don't inside that church they believe say they already for some level when they control the church. So when it comes a time where they send you now for back seat, You see, I know some people they just decided to leave the church.
Yeah, the thing that would see come back for, I would say bring them back for the reason why people they go church.
Yes.
For me, I feel say so. If a person behave like that, right?
Yes.
Me say you never still understand the reason why they go church. You say no, because church na place where you go build up yourself as a person, for get sorry heart, for ask for forgiveness of your sins, for ask for salvation, right? Don't be afraid for go become boss or for go become boss for the boss right thing. So if they send you for back seat because you do something where you not fine, or if you don't do anything same, but they say go back seat as person way being a servant of the Lord, you go for be humble as I know am. So sure. Go you back seat.
Just don't you there.
Exactly, because you be humble, right? But if you walk on there, you just vex, you leave church. Now, vex, from day one, you need to understand why you go to church. You're gonna go fight position for church. So to make a way now, way they don't move enough for the position where you be life for whole and
yes.
You don't vex.
You don't vex now. You go for another church.
So I just say this so. We will have understand the reason why we go to church that we will feel serve God wholeheartedly.
Yes.
Around that point where it come to my mind the failing nature of our government for Africa. They don't push many people into this religion. Because, not to religion, sorry, but to be changing churches and looking for miracles, right? Because if we get a functional government for Africa, when we see the government, they really take care of its people as it's supposed to do, right? They really work, make sure so make the people then get all the basic things that they need them and make them be able to live happily. This movement for churches is not for over day. Why I talk and so, because I don't see many people in way for their mind, they go find success for church. For their mind, when they go to a certain church, they go pray for them, all their troubles then go be wipe off for their mind. Yes, for their mind, when they start going to church, because that pastor, na fireman, you go bring fire from heaven, and everything will just work a cool hair. You see, so because government don't fear the people there, they don't tend to church. And the pastors, they don't understand which they go. Of course, pastors, they do human psychology. They know about human psychology. They learn about how to understand human beings. Yes. Yeah, that human psychology. They don't understand. See, these people then for society now, so they be disturbed because of the way the government they treat them, and they don't be fed up with the government. So more bring them to us. We tell them to be willing for a year. Now what then say so and come for church. Your heavenly Father now, a very rich man, he will share his wealth to you. All your problems will be gone if you come to the church. What you expect? They won't come for church. You see, then most of the youth now they don't want to work for fix their life, but they fix it so when they go for church, pastor will do everything for them, and then their life will just become wow.
Man, don't go too short. Get this young man where he believes if he go for church, you need to write your advanced level. Read your books. Nobody God will carry books for you. So read your books. Don't be say when you go for church, you go free, you pray, then you don't read your book, you go succeed. This young man be prostitute from one church to the other. This year he failed. The next year he go for the church, he failed. He go for the church, he failed. As he move from the next, he move so from all churches. People tell him, you think that church where you the prostitute, so where you make a shall go for you, and I will give you that GCE. If you don't read the book, whether you prostitute from one church to the other, nothing in no go happen.
Yeah, not true.
Nothing no go happen because the faith know that you don't even show some effort. When you show some effort, God will show you, it will help you. Don't go to cancer because you're inside church, everything will just happen the way it just go for happen. No. Yes. Then to remind this one today where you see, I don't come across two concerning two pastors when they inside the same church.
Yeah.
Inside the same church, this one pastor, they always carry on matter for church, they always minister, the other one she doesn't maybe they give a short time. And for my very church where we did. He said, so the other part, the man don't say, but they say, no, they don't want making me be renounced. Because the posting now, he come in like 3 years now, with that other big pastor, they give you a chance. Now the highest I say, come over, create your own church.
Yes.
They ain't no bang at the name for the church now, where they send you for the, you go create your own new church. So sometimes they look now this one, I don't know how you think you want to say, he want to get his own God, he want to go find that now, he want to go make me become famous God. Now how?
Well, for that one, I say this, so moving out for
the church
may be a bad thing entirely, right?
Yes.
For example, if not for us to be papa, you won't picking the when they grow, anyone come up with own son so.
Yes.
Some come up with being a bricklayer, some
anyone find their own,
anyone find their own way going, right? Yes. But now, if the picking the now. They come right, they say they want to challenge the papa for us, that be a problem.
Yes.
Or say they want to outshine the papa, that will be a problem. But they just come out humbly for house, go start better up their own life, do their own thing, they be okay. So if that small pastor where if let's say so when for that church where it did,
Yes.
in if it do what it be meant for do, what it be called for do,
Yes.
they come up from your own church, it be very okay. But if he's gonna say in the verse because they say they need the one giving the thing away, exactly.
Yes.
That's now do the problem then now because in the common they say it be called for do God work, but it come out of vexation. Say so they need give it the thing away it deserve them. But for me, I say so you not be okay as a man of God. You got to be humble again. Humility be very important for men of God. Then you understand? So you got to be humble.
Yeah.
So when I say any man of God way, it be too vocal, it talk anyhow. Like get one person way. I don't always not like the ways them the Pastor Suleiman. I don't know if you know about it.
I know. Pastor Suleiman, John Suleiman.
Just Suleiman, yes. Because for me, my opinion it be too vocal. They were just talking in there. For me, it be too arrogant. My own opinion about it.
That means if you be there for a church, you don't run from what?
I'm not even going to church in the first place. Going to the church. No, my opinion about it.
Yes.
But I like people that be humble. Like while let TV church be there so.
Yeah. Let me say you don't touch against another point. Let me say if for example now some member now for some church where a pastor not really be so humble, if you advise that member for prostitute for leave that church, move to another church.
Well, it will depend on the member, him or herself, right? For decide which he get because we're there for society, Mr. Host, and any individual know why he live for any place. Okay, yeah. So if the person will live for the place, the benefit will he go there for. If he go there for serve God and not for serve Suleiman, then I think so. God is a humble person. If it's today. But sometimes we must remember saying, bad company will corrupt you exactly. If you live for some house, your papa they do things not fine. Sooner than later, the thing will come down for una too.
For sure.
Understand no?
Yeah.
So if you do some church way, your preacher need teaching about how to be humble. You need to talk about humility. It just be vocal, they shout, they try for even sue people that they talk about it. Then sooner than later, YouTube become the same thing because actually they tell una, actually they do some of them will copy the way they do You know. So that for things make it come up for the church, now you go for the side on itself. What it be good for good in the first place? If you get the truth, you get them, then fine.
Okay, country people, I don't hear what you Tori Master don't put up for now. So what people now on thought, what we try to think about this shower where our brothers and sisters they move from one church to the other. Now the thing that we will put them for down today, now the Tori that will get them for today so. And they make una not forget say the pineapple for today now say, Mommy, he not go cut his foot, he try because he picking, he don't shit for on top his foot. Yes, as I be telling una before say that Tori Master, Mr. Buy tomato we dey for changing. Now he say we that big talk, we call them pineapple. So what we want to try for think too concerning this particular topic we'll talk today, where it means say brother, sister, they jump from one church to the other. Make una send una comments them. Yes, but before one continue again, one thank all una one there for the one that watch this our program tonight. Yes, as una there for day, we there for here with the shoot them, una the cash them. Yes, we will continue. We'll get some other time, short time for carry on. Yes, Tori Master, what do you think? So you really advise some because you see some of these our pastors and some of these our pastors, they make some kind of thing for church where they find. And when you really see and do so fine, you feel advice from massive come for that church. Because say like for example, you meet up if you did from some church, pastor, he chop people small their beans. You understand?
Yeah.
He chop small get you get member for that church. You realize say you're pastor, he chop members their beans. You understand? He sleep with them. If you change from another church, I don't know how you always advise our fellow members they do for that kind of church. What do you think say they really do? We not say yes, they do for that church because say yes, they not say God did, but some other people say do it the way the pastor tell you, not do it the way he do. So what if you try to tell country people out there if they get passed away, they do that kind of thing, then where they did for that same church?
Well, for that situation, which I got to answer with, right? The church get committee. If only the pastor they run the church like a personal property.
All churches they get a committee.
Yeah, so they get a committee, and the church get rules and regulations. Where I know the pastor be subjected to that rules and regulations. You get to follow and to right. Yes. And you get to uphold the rules and regulations as the pastor of the church, right? Sure. So if the pastor they violate those rules and regulations, then they breach them, then the members of the church get to hold the pastor accountable. Okay.
But they not make like floor members.
Yeah, if the fellow member they be aware, they will take the matter to the committee.
To the committee, okay.
The committee be in charge for protect the members and the church as a whole. That's the job of the committee.
Yeah.
With the pastor now the head of the committee for some instances, but some instances that are just member for church, they head the committee. While the pastor can be an advisory body to the committee, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and so it should be for some churches. So if only the pastor will run the church like a personal property way, now they all they do and say about the church get a committee. Then when the pastor they misbehave, then they go to take the pastor down. They go to talk for it first. If he continue for that kind of behavior, they go to take the pastor down. It no matter if they create the church or not, because when you start a church, the church is a church. But when members don't come in, they said they donate for that church. They do one or two things to build up the church. It not be a church anymore, but become our church. Yeah. You see, the members, the committee, and the pastor, they all get equal right to the church.
Even though you create that church.
Even though you create that. So
you know if you dismiss any member now, even though you create that church.
You single-handedly as a pastor, you know if you dismiss a member.
Without the committee.
But with the committee, the committee like for government, it will be like the parliament, right?
That's the parliament. Okay.
Yeah, so that they make rules and regulation and everything, right? So they will kind of shut down. They look into the issue. They say, so this person do not correct, and they are the best interest for the church. Yes. Then they get for go for the bank. Even if you the pastor, you create the church, you go for get provision for sanction. Even you the pastor of the church. If not that, then that was not a good committee to begin with. If the committee don't get powers for take decision against the pastor, when the pastor do something correct, then the committee was not a good committee to begin with.
So some members now they feel come on, they feel surely
if you go them, if you go them
because a better place because maybe they say and say because usually as they talk say just as the try for talk say if pastor for do some kind of way not correct for our maybe surely if it affect the for down so the best way I say so when they feel live soul at some point into that we try for talk out contribute because some kind of days one they jump from one church to the other now might be now which way they don't really see inside that church way even though we know say God did and man faith everything. But they don't really stay inside that church for see some kind of atrocities the way they move inside that church. That's why some of them feel really excited for say they try for change, maybe they don't see that nonsense way happen for that church.
Yes, but by the time you come up for number 1 church to number 2 church to number 3 to number 4 until don't become a church ashawo.
Then the prostitution
they don't be the church anymore. Depending on you get the problem. Understand though? Yeah. Okay, when you come up with the first one. It might be say the church get an issue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then the second.
Okay, we'll just give benefit of the doubt. See, the second church, they really meet up to what you expect. But they go to the third, the fourth, the fifth.
Now,
then you, that person,
now you get problem.
Now you get a problem.
Now you get a big problem for your head,
so,
for the people.
I always believe this. So, religion is good. And remember, I'm not talking about church. I talk about religion.
Religion generally,
okay? Yeah. Religion be good because I believe this. So, they give human beings then certain morals, characteristics and way be good. Like for not for thief, not for harm your neighbor, to be kind, to be honest and stuff like that. Now very, very good values in that way it instill on the humans, right? On society. But by the time we start live for worship the God, we start worship the pastors them, or we start run behind the churches them, then I think from there we start go astray. We start now leave the main thing, they follow the shadow.
That's it.
No, do the problem there. So I just hope that so we as society, we as Africans, we as Cameroonians there, we will understand and learn to separate these things so that we will really serve the person, the God who also wants to serve for the right way.
When I don't hear what Tori Master don't put up for our country people. Yes. And I want to talk again say today now. The pineapple na say when Pidgin, me mami no cut the foot ram because Pidgin he don't shit for day. Na Tori Master be say buy send am for we for year. And we see there for the topic say I shower from one church to the other na which the cosa. And I go try for talk for year say any pastor for any church make you try for see how you feel assist your people there where they come for your church like make your member for your church no Tony ISO that band boy. Where you know very well say that band boy know for touch that band, you know for touch that piano, you know for touch that instrument very well. He did look for that other corner, for that other church, he sits in the way, you know get and that church that all money where they take and contribute, they put out for offering. You pastor they take and go buy a big jeep then, big car. You feel say that picking shit off for that piano, then there was a small tata piano where you become for buying a very big piano, make it develop his skills and every day. Put good band, make it develop his skills and every day so that tomorrow if you become some big musician or some big Person where he knock all kind of instrument, knock guitar for your own man wash hand, he knock piano for your own man wash hand, he knock the drum for your own man wash hand. But you know the one that when he turn it for the other church, he see those things then. If he still make and do so, he change. Because he try to look in future. He want try to see how if he put up himself too. You see? So now Mr. Kelly has something that way I don't see too for some churches. Those especially those for instruments really for the music for the musical section. Pastor no go buy small piano. When I put out for band boys them, small gong, small this thing them. You put small short guitar for day. Small. He turn his head so for the other church where enter only hear music where they come off for day. It's in the only guitar they come on for their side, so reach for this side. Piano. When they knock cafe, so yes sound for you, therefore yes sound for Garwa. He did for that place every day. Not actually the waste his skill. That one if he decides he do some this thing, so it change.
Yeah, naturally. That one if it change, I'm saying you man can play guitar and the band if it's change, yeah.
Even they can vocal self, wait can do vocal worship, but then into the still in future, say that church need the one me, he go I go to know that small thing for just need to give by instrument, he look at that church so. He wants to, he wants associate, he wants yes, I want to build it. I want to take out to show to the master. Plenty musicians they did today, plenty guys they way their life don't change when because of this instrument in church.
Yes, no, not true.
Today, most of them say they become singer musicians today way now, especially for Nigeria and some other countries. They don't become today way now. Guys today their life they don't be a millionaire. They be so renounced now when they're only for this instrument for church. It pop them up. You see. If you remember for that church when only that small thing there for this, so you go all for this, so take white video of more off your chin. You don't go get no, you don't go develop anything. Me, I believe that kind of one. So if you live from that church, if you prostitute now for that, you prostitute your church, the one buy equipment for see how you develop. If you move to another church where you get the materials, I believe say for me, I don't look at the same as some prostitution that for some other way.
Anyway, if people say if you can't get change or can better up your own career, then it'd be okay. Like I told them before, right? Many people they go to church for different reasons. And
so many reasons.
These days, we don't totally forget the reason why we're supposed to even go to church. You see, and then make the whole thing just look funny. Yes, but I believe this so. If you do for church as a man, as a pastor for church or as a committee, you're supposed to do something where it will better everybody. If you get small piano and small guitar where they really make the church the axe, they go nice.
No nice.
Why you take the money go buy for that pastor?
Jeep.
You know what nice, understand? So better who use the money buy a better drum, a better band, a better piano with the whole church will be enjoy and together. That will take and spend off one person.
Yeah.
But the person too way they change church because of say instance the church need the buy better guitar or better piano. Means the person will be the go church will serve God. Maybe go church and do for go better his case of piano and guitar. Wait, made the whole thing just funny.
If you come up for a church, you don't close the church. If you want part of the other church, only hear music when you come up for that church. You only hear piano when some band touch. I see so if I demand for that church, so guitar slip for the front. Guitar slip for the front, so like tiger this crocodile with long so. Finger and on top guitar, on top piano. There each clash when you reach for house. You know, yeah.
Say better, major come up.
Say better. I did church, do my own church. And better say I live am. Another way too that way plenty people prostitute come up for this church. When they say equipment for this church, if that church get plenty equipment, they don't go.
Yes, yeah, not true. But I just hope that so may will come back to wait to where it be
take you go for church.
Which will be the initial reason why people they go church.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We'll come back to that thing because for the type of they look at what all other benefits then they go make an we know they serve them. God was supposed to serve them, but we fight now for save ourselves. We know will really help us in the long run. So, but if we come back for the initial reason why would we go church or why we're supposed to go church, I think it will help us. It will build us a lot.
Yeah, truly, all money come off your house. I know believe that all money come off your house and make it go for church because they want to go serve God. Plenty of people they go for church with their own kind of way they want and their own reasons. They get their own thing they take them go for church.
Yes.
So many they come up go for church. Not that say they want to go for day for say want to go serve the Almighty Father. They go with different reasons.
That's true.
So one self go even the vex self where you go for church, you go there for go serve God. When it concern you if you work if pastor see you for road with a big jeep, you greet pastor no carry with you the trek, you come on leave the church. Don't see members where they vex so. Each pastor they pass with a very big GBC, the tech, greet pastor, the pastor when motor the empty. Pastor the kick, the go, it talk if we say this one so no be better name na better pastor for you.
better pastor. Pastor say, remember the children of God.
No.
Pastor, yeah.
So that kind of thing make a spirit some man leave church, eh?
Yeah.
You dey text so you dey tell pastor come motor, hey pastor, good afternoon. Pastor Ole, you never ask yourself where you go. But when you see you go now for a direction. You see, all those things, some of those kinds of things they make members and students. Even though you know be going now for go to check what that pastor will carry you when you suffer or whatsoever. You be going there for go save. What that pastor the pass with the BBG with the Lamunguni, he greet you, pick it back, mash your food, they go you. Next day you come for church. Next day you come for church. You can't she done for church. And he be no, even be bad for take committees and for take your person where you don't you don't know why pastor say no be carry you. If any ask pastor on everything, ask he say go tell you, maybe go tell you that they say I be go for some mission where I no be fit pass for that, I no be fit carry or maybe one or two things. Now church you ask no question, no be bad when you ask pastor. Pastor, I be see you that day for road where the pastor agree to. I don't know why you no be fit even carry me safe. Eh? So that kind of thing also make you just change church because the pastor no carry you for motor. Yes. So to master na some small thing that I try for think and do what I try for bring and so because some man go do vex because pastor no carry for motor, he make and to start prostitute from one church to the other. You see? Yes, country people. So soon we will come to the end of the program. But before we want to go, we want to tell one again the pineapple for today when I say, Mommy, if you cut a food, it throw am because a picking a shit on top that food. Yes, and the topic for today I say, wait till they make our brothers and sisters they move from one church to the other. So one go make 2 weeks, so one go make one month, so one go make 1 year, so one go make 3 years. Wait till the courts and where they turn from this church, they define a waiting. So one they thought we say they define a married, so one they say they define a picking, so one they say they define a money. Now what if it really be the problem? Well, we know very well say house of God, now for they would go for go worship God, would go for go serve God. But some people they go for that house of God now for different things the way they want them. So now the topic that we'll get them for today, country people. Yes, Story Master, you get any small thing before we round up for today? At least we don't round up.
Well, I want to say this, so I just thank all for the support our show, and we hope we reach them the best. And come back for this our topic for today about people that they work out from one church to another, right? I think it can be very common for my own country, Cameroon, where I feel this so. You're not supposed to be now so because not be church go solve your problem, not be the church will go solve your problem, but in your faith you get them and how you work, how your problem will be solved. So obviously people don't understand this simple truth and then they start learning for work towards solving their problems, then for they rely on church and pastor to solve their problem. Because pastor never even solve your own problem. I'm not saying I go manage solve your own problem. You say no. And church no go solve the problem for you. So you got to just start for work hard for solve your problems there, and then seek for salvation from God. That's what I go for today. So thank you very much, and I hope see this so our viewers they will listen and they will think about which we don't talk about. Then they will even share their own opinion for comment section for tell us what they think about the topic. Thank you very much.
Yes, Story people, now don't hear which way Story Master I don't put them for here. Say church, now for you and God. Maybe not for go for church because say you want to go see this and this and this. Go for that church because you want to serve God. God is there for everybody. God is not there for pastor skin, he tied for pastor skin or for madam pastor. God is there for anywhere. You say you don't for they do your prayer. Make some small things for church, don't make you vex. You come out, you run away from church. Start to prostitute from one church to the other. What if you go for this other church and you see any problem? That's why you go to John. Finally, you go leave that church. Finally, you know go for church again. You go joke and she don't you. So make you try for no say. Would you go for church? Now for go save God. And when you get faith, anything where you go for church, you ask him, Papa God, he go give you. Not today the command for pastor. It command for God. Don't be so to the man.
Na so. And you go for work, God they give manners. No go say go just pray, she don't they give money, they give you work, they give you everything. No. You go for pray for God to give you enough energy for work and for God to protect you while you work. And then you go for find work, start doing.
Yes, anything what you do, make sure say you put your effort for it before you bring God. Because just as my Tory man talk for you, you don't go just sit down, you fold your arms, you cross your finger, you carry your leg, you cross her, you sit down. Say now God can help you. You get this case where person said there inside cave for inside high sea. Where when you don't come outside, you should on top you just should on top water. Even for next your skis on top water, say me you try for see how you feel swim. You just should on you on top tube. You just should not for the water they carry you go say now God will not come up for heaven, God can carry you. No, you go drown die. Try for show some small effort. Show some small effort. When you knock small effort too, you will see how God will help you. Just as I try for tell now for you with my brother way, you don't write GC, so they if you say now God can give you that GC advanced level. He turn from one church to the other. So if you don't read their books, every day you come up, go turn, go play your life. You can't sleep on your bed, you straighten your foot, you cover your this, you drink your small thing. You go to say no tomorrow when you go right, your name go come out, your name go come out inside the face. Wait. That lie. You see, so everything we do, we put God for front, and we will put our effort to first before we want to ask Him from God. Okay, country people, we don't come to the end of our show for today. One thank you now. All una if you don't follow us today, we will read una comments there for our comment site. Play all una small to do the one only for today. We will check them. Yes, one thank all una take part for the program today, and all of una take part for the last program. One say we thank una very much. We will still be for here again on Thursday, and hopefully we will surely meet up una and we will knock the Tory better. So Tory people, would you tell una say
Sorry,
goodbye.